out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you when to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
Construction is booming. Home building is booming. Business spending on new plants and equipment is all booming. Retailing is booming. Second quarter GDP still going to come in around 10% at an annual rate.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Unbelievable. Booming, right? Booming. Well, that's not true at all. We're not booming. Stimulus isn't booming. When you get these stimulus programs, you think it feels like things are booming, but it's not. When you really dig down, we're not booming at all. Oh, sure, everybody got out of their lockdowns, went out spending money. You want to call that a boom? Sure, I guess you call that a boom, but it's transitory. I can tell you that's not lasting. Boom is when the economy is being driven by productivity, which is being driven by business investment. Not printing money. You just keep throwing it out there. Why don't we all just print $1 billion for each person? Why don't we all be billionaires? That's all. The economy booming. Then let me ask you this, Larry Kudlow. Why is it that real estate loans, now this comes right from the government, this week, comes from the BLS. Why is it that real estate loans, commercial loans, including leases, are contracting? Not booming, contracting. Credit card loans are contracting. Business growth is contracting. That comes right from your BLS, Larry. It's amazing, isn't it? The stimulus. We hear all about the stimulus. Stimulus is not, people look at stimulus like it's a solution to our problems. And boy, do we have some problems. Huge problems. Stimulus is not a solution. It makes our problems even worse. It's like inflation. Government spending relies on inflation. They mask our problems. 60 million Americans are receiving 60 million, think about this, 60 million Americans are receiving these welfare checks. Welfare checks, 60 million Americans. And that's insane. Remember there was this big deal going on about getting rid of poverty? Poverty's not going down. It's getting worse. That's a lot of people, 60 million people, especially when our workforce, think about our workforce, is 157 million people. And 60 million, which makes sense because when you look at our workforce of 160 million people, almost 70% of those people are making less than $48,000 a year. I'm talking about combined income, $48,000 a year. Congress is spending 130% more than it takes in tax revenue. Booming? So they have to print money. See, that's what Kudlow doesn't tell you. They have to print money. So, see, you and I, if we spent 130% more than our wages, we'd go bankrupt. But see, they don't. Because the Treasury has a printing machine. They just keep printing. Now think about the government is spending $127 billion compared to its income of $14 billion. And you know that 70% of the contribution to our tax income, the taxes we pay, comes from the middle class. We talked about that yesterday. They're really getting destroyed. They're carrying this whole country on their back. Why do you think our middle class is getting wiped out? Trillions and trillions of dollars, $3.5 billion a day is being printed to buy their own stock backs from 2008 to artificially push the stock market up. What are you, nuts? $3.5 billion a day is given to these gangster corporations so they go in and reduce the amount of shares they have outstanding. So when their lousy earnings come out, they spread those earnings over fewer shares, which pushes up the stock price artificially, because it pushes up their earnings artificially, which pushes up the stock price. Are you kidding? Booming? We're spending, booming. Our household debt is at $15 trillion. That's historic. We never had household debt like this. Do you know our debt is now exceeding the 2008 peak? This is all debt. This is all stimulus does, and all these checks is more debt. When they go out and say how we're booming and people are spending, it's debt. Because the government prints all this money, and it gives these people, $300 more. The state sends an unemployment check for $300. Then the federal government sends a point for $300, and then they get a $1,200 or $1,400 check. Then they go spend it. That's not free money. You and I pay for that. That's inflationary. And inflation is so dangerous. Two things kill this country. The biggest thing is inflation. The other thing is taxes on your hard labor. Every week when you go get your paycheck and they deduct all that money out, they shouldn't be deducting that money out. That's what they should. See, we should have never had a problem with this COVID-19. If they were doing things right since 2008, instead of propping up everything, propping up the economy, propping up money, propping up the banks, propping up the corporations, in 2008, if they let the economy go into a recession, everybody get rid of their debt, tighten their belt, within 2 years would be a real boom. But no, we never did that. So we never had a correction. We never fixed the problems going back to 2008. That's why this crash is going to be the biggest of all crashes in history. We never fixed anything. We never fixed the banks. Remember how you used to hear banks are too big to fail? We never fixed them. Are you kidding? How can we have an annual income of $3.3 trillion? And then after we pay our expenses, the government, they have a net loss of $1.2 trillion. Do you understand our Congress has to borrow or print $5 billion a day? Which means the government's net worth is negative. And all we've been hearing through this whole stimulus bill, this whole deal, how everything's booming because we keep printing and giving money to people. They don't even go to work anymore. Why go to work? They're getting all this money. This is not a boom. And you got to know what's going to happen with the stock market. And you can protect yourself. And don't tell me you're going to diversify. When you hear all these dopes, Kramer and the rest of them, all of it, Varney, and you take all these dopes on CNBC and Fox and Bloomberg. Diversify, they tell you. Diversify. Yeah, you're going to diversify right into the poorhouse. There's no such thing as diversification, especially this crash is coming. There's going to be any place to hide. What are you going to buy? Clorox? Coca-Cola? You're going to buy Pepsi? Well, you're going to be protected with that. Your stupid planners are going to have you go into buying defensive stocks. You'll be safe. What are you, nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
No retreat, or not much of a retreat so far today. Modest losses across the board. Dow's going to be down 14, S&P 1, Nasdaq down about 3. The stock market rebound continues. It's modest, but is there. The Dow is going to be up about 50 or 60 points at the opening bell. S&P up 5, Nasdaq up 15. Modest bounce. The recovery does continue.
Unbelievable. Can you imagine for a moment this market If they took the stimulus away, all those stimulus programs, what would happen to this market? It's going to happen anyways. See, all Powell is doing is kicking the can down the road. He knows it's going to be a horrific crash. Oh, you get rid of this filibuster, you want to see the market crash? Last night I'm waiting for that vote and I'm going, oh my God. Now, obviously it'd be terrible to want to take that filibuster and get rid of it. That would be horrible. That's not what our founding fathers wanted to do. They wanted that filibuster. I mean, filibuster is a good thing. It gives you better government. I mean, my God. And they wanted to make sure we had a filibuster because it requires some bipartisan actions. I mean, you got to have the thing, at least with the filibuster, you got to have a 60-person majority. So the Democrats and Republicans, they got to persuade somebody on the other side. That's what our founders wanted. See, our founders wanted the Democrats and Republicans, the two parties. They can fight all they want, but at the end of the day, one party should not rule. There should be not one party. And you go to the filibuster, and that ends the idea that our founding fathers had, that you can have your Democrats, you can have Republicans, and they have different ideas, but at the end of the day, you got to sit down and compromise. That's what good government's about. That's what a good politician's about. Not these guys. Are you kidding? They want to get rid of the filibuster. Because why? Because most of the people want to get rid of this filibuster. Remember who they are. They're Marxists. I didn't think I'd ever be saying that. They're Marxists, and that's what they are. You can call them what you want. And for years, like Bernie Sanders, he's a pure communist. There's no question about it. He's a Marxist. And I remember when he was running for mayor in Burlington, Vermont. And my God, he would always call himself. He wouldn't say he was a socialist. He'd say, I'm a socialist Democrat. Well, you're either a Democrat, or you're a socialist, or you're a Marxist. Unbelievable. But this is how long this guy has been wanting to change this filibuster. So you only have one party. Now, you know what that would do to the stock market? It would crash it. But the market's going to crash anyways, no matter what they do. And by the way, they're not done with this filibuster. And again, I don't want to get into all that. I'd love to, but I'm here to help you with money. We'll let Hannity and all the other guys, let them talk to you about the filibuster. Let them talk. Let's talk about how do you make out with all this inflation? What's going to happen to you? What's going to be your 401k? Your 401k, you're screwed. Anybody sitting there and just taking their 401k and throwing it in and throwing it right in a drawer when you get it, you don't even read them anymore, do you? You just throw them right in the drawer because you say, oh my God, I'm getting rich every day. It's all going away, That's right. And when the market starts to crash, you can call all you want. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And the first time the guy says to you, diversify, tell him to go to hell. Anybody ever tells you to diversify, matter of fact, there should be a law. If someone tells you diversify or cost average down, they should go to jail. That is a crime. That should be a crime. Just like stock buybacks were a crime. And they should go back to being a crime. Stock buybacks is a crime. It really is. But see, here's what people don't understand. We need a smaller government. That's the solution. We need more business investment, smaller government and business investment. And shrink our welfare state. 60 million people? What are you, nuts? What do you think, the stimulus checks are the right solution? Printing money out of thin air just creates more debt. So you have to decide what's going to happen. You always got to be prepared in the stock market. And don't think when things go bad that you're just going to diversify. When you have Marxists in our Congress like AOC and Sanders, they believe just print a lot more money and everything's going to be wonderful. Just pass it out to everyone. Everyone's going to be wealthier. Wait a minute. We've been doing that since 2008, for God's sakes. We've been doing that from 2008. Are people wealthier? No. The middle class is shrinking. People aren't wealthier. I was listening to him last night talking about how the folks on the bottom rung of the ladder, the working poor, how Trump gave them all these increases in wages. Yeah, he did. But are you kidding me? I don't see him running around in Mercedes and Jaguars, do you? The guy that bags your lawn, groceries, or the guy that's cutting your lawn, does he pull up with a Mercedes or Porsche? No. That's a joke. That's a joke when I hear Cuddles say, well, our administration, when I was at Trump, we increased wages for the working poor. Come on, give me a break. Gave him 5 cents an hour more. I think it amounted about 5 cents a year. What are they going to do with the 5 cents? What are you, nuts? See, here's what people don't realize. Especially if you're in the stock market, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You have no idea. The government spending, every day when they spend, it relies on inflation. They rely on inflation. They want inflation. And inflation is a killer. Inflation is a killer. And again, the worst killer, it's the same, as bad as inflation, is all the withholding tax. They're taxing you on your labor. Think about someone taxing you on your labor, how bad that is. Pile on inflation, you're screwed. So again, all this government spending. Why would they cut back on all this money printing? He said Thursday he was going to, Powell said, I'm going to cut back on money printing. That's what he said, because he said he's not going to, no longer is he going to suppress rates. He's going to let rates go up. He's not going to do that. He's lying. More when I get back, and let's talk about some good stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
I think the billionaires just kind of feel like, well, listen, we're oligarchs and we get to do what we want. Andrew, we don't have oligarchs in this country. That's not the American way.
Oh, we don't have oligarchs. Okay, no, we don't, huh? Zuckerberg's not an oligarch. Or Jack Dorsey's not an oligarch. They can tell you what you can say, what you can't say. They're not oligarchs. Are you kidding? Take the 1/100th of 1%, those folks. The 1/100th or 1% of our population, take them. They run the judges. They run all the courts. Are you kidding me? They run everything. They run everything. They decide who's going to run for president. They're going to decide what Congress does. They're the oligarchs. He's crazy. But let's talk about, what do you do to make money in this kind of a situation? Well, believe it or not, this situation is terrific to make money. It's the best situation you could have to make money. You'll make more money in this situation than anything else. Why? Well, think about this. Because they artificially been rallying the market since 2008. Remember, the stock market went up 110%. I'm talking about the big tech stocks. 6 months? In the last 6 months, 110%. All fake. But they've been able to keep yields very, very low. They could keep interest rates down by printing and keep purchasing those 10-year treasuries, keep driving those yields down, and those stocks went up 110% in the last 5-6 months. Tell me, where can you make money like that? Do you think the stocks that went up 110%, the tech stocks, in the last 6 months, you think they're worth that kind of money? Of course not. But think how easy they made it. How easy they made it. You don't have to look at any company's financial statement. You don't have to look and see what their free cash flow is. You don't have to sit there and figure out their PE ratio. You don't have to sit there and see if their top line sales are increasing or if their margins are getting better. My God, has this saved workforce for the last 13 years? You just print money, get the interest rates down, give all that zero interest free money to the corporations, even to the zombie corporations. Let them buy their own stock to push the stock market up. Government keeps printing more money again. Keep taking that money so that the dollar goes down in value. And the more the dollar goes down in value, then they can devalue their debt. So if they own debt to China, told you this a million times, $1 million, and their dollar goes down 20% because they're printing so much for money for stimulus and the welfare and all the money we're printing every day. What are you, nuts? So the value of the dollar goes down 20%. That means they no longer owe China $1 trillion. They only owe them $800 billion. This is why they do it. Government spending relies on inflation. So as I said before, they're like, why would they cut back? So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be able to, now that we have this huge run, this market, it's almost over. The crash is here. It's getting closer and closer. I know you don't believe it. Nobody believes it. Nobody believes the market's ever going to go down again. But this is exactly when the market's going to go down. So we made a ton of money, okay, with all these tech stocks going up. We're going to make a ton of money with all these tech stocks going down. The tech stocks are going to get just destroyed. Going to get destroyed. You see, inflation is the killer. And the only time inflation goes up is, the only time big tech stocks go up, like Facebook and the rest of them, is when we have higher inflation, meaning when we have low yields, low interest rates. So when they print the money, the government, to buy the 10-year treasury, to drop the interest rates, so we got low interest rates, meaning low yields, that means big tech flourishes. But guess what? We've had tremendous inflation. See, this is why they lie and say inflation is only 2% when inflation is about 15%. You see, they don't want you. See, they're masking this. These rich people in Congress, the wealthy all over our country, made magnificent wealth in the last since 2013, since all these big tech stocks took off. Now, you think the party is over? He's telling us the party's over. You saw what happened. The market tanked. The market tanked on Friday after that news, Thursday and Friday, down 500 points. And then come Monday morning, as I said over the weekend, they start printing again. Wait, they just said they weren't going to print anymore. They said that we're going to let rates go up starting next year and maybe even this year. And everybody went crazy when they announced that, remember? And the market collapsed, went down 500 points. But the next Monday comes, the market's up another 500 points going the other way. Because, see, no one's going to believe it. Do you think Pelosi, who's got millions and millions and millions of dollars in the market, and all these congressmen have millions and millions of dollars in the market, and take all the hedge funds on Wall Street, take the wealthiest people in this country, all their money is in big tech stocks, and they want inflation. Because not only does the higher inflation with the lower interest rates drive those big tech stocks, but the higher inflation dries up all their other assets. Assets that the normal guy doesn't have. Like platinum or diamonds. All these assets they have, weird assets. Artwork going through the roof. You think that's going to stop and they're going to say, okay, game's over after 13 years. Hey, in the last 5 months, market goes up, tech stocks go up 110%. No, that game is over too. We don't want you to buy Facebook anymore. We don't want you to buy Google anymore. or Amazon, why don't you go buy Procter & Gamble? Because that's what you're going to have to do. If they're telling you they're no longer are we going to be printing money. No longer are we going to be printing money so that the dollar keeps dropping. Now that the dollar's going to go up. Look how the dollar went up on Friday. Now it's coming back down. I don't think people or all these oligarchs are going to turn around and give up Google to buy Procter & Gamble. Do you? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a lot of money as we have being in those right stocks. And we have been. We've been in all the big tech stocks. Now we're going to get ready. When they start breaking down, we're going to short them and make money on the way down. Here, give you an example. Let's take this one little stock, okay? And this stock, FLGT. And I'm going to need a number here. This stock dropped from $141. That was back in February, $141, and it dropped all the way down to around $62. So that's a 56% return. 56% return. So this stock collapsed, and my members are shorting, or we're shorting that stock, making money shorting that stock, right? Did you short that stock? No. Here's what you did. If you're lucky, you got in the stock on January 4th when it was a low of $53, and then you got out. Then you got out when it was around probably $174. That's what you probably did. And then when it started to pull back, see, I think that's probably about a 32% gain. That's what you did. You got out when you could have made more money shorting it. I'll explain when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, remember, join my gang. Go to philsgang.com. And sign up where it says working investor. That means you get my color-coded chart for 10 days. And you're a member for 10 days. And then during that 10 days, you're invited to follow our member portfolio, the portfolio that our members are in. And every day we post that portfolio and we tell our members what to do with each stock based on the color code, which tells you whether they're putting money in to big institutions or they're pulling money out. And it's always looking forward. So when the market, the stock that you're in, if it's going to start going back down, you know well in advance because there's a third color. It's yellow. So in other words, when your stock is going up and it's green, all of a sudden it turns yellow. It's telling you money is starting to come out of that stock. The big institutions who make this market go up, who make stocks go up, saying money is start showing you money's coming out. So you start pulling your money out. And then by the time you get most of your money, then it turns red and it tells you switch your position and now sell short. I'll give you an example. If you take GLD or STLD, that's steel. It turned green for us back in February. Back in February, it was around, I think it was around $39. And then it rallied up to around $53. And that's about 69%, 35%. Now we knew exactly when to start taking our profits. We knew. I mean, it will tell you when to take these profits. Then she started to turn red on June 17th. It told you that the institutions are taking their money out at a fast clip. So sell it short. And selling short is so simple. It just simply means, let's say the stock's at $60. And a guy by the name of John has the stock. He bought it at 60. He believes it's going to go higher than 60. He's in the market like you are all the time. So I believe as a trader it's going to go down. He believes the trader is going to go up. So I have more knowledge than him because my color-coded chart identifies the flow of money. The charts that everybody else in this country looks at, it's not color-coded. Every candlestick, one day it's red, next day it's green. One day it's red, next day it's green. My chart will either be solid green or solid red, or it'll turn yellow, giving us a warning. That's a big advantage. So the key is that when we bought that steel, we knew exactly when to get out of it and to sell it short. It simply means we say to John, hey, John, you bought the stock at $60. You think it's going to go higher. I think it's going to go lower. So I'm going to make a deal with you. When the stock starts dropping, you have to sell it to me at the lower price. So if the stock goes to 54, you paid 60, you got to pay me the difference. I make money, you lose. But on the other hand, if it goes up, if it goes up from $60 to 63, 64, I lose, you win. Okay. So we start. Now I'm going to be right because I have a color-coded chart. And if you were with us for 10 days, you'll see I'm not making this up. It works. And so now it starts going down. So now it's at 57. Now it's at 51. I, at any time, can force him to sell me that stock. In other words, where I have to buy it. So it goes down 30%. Now I'm going to buy it. Now I haven't made any money yet. I'm up $5,000, but I haven't collected the $5,000 because I have to buy it from him. So that's all I do. So I turn around and said, hey, John, I'm going to buy it now at $42. So this, and then everybody does the same thing I'm doing. And the stock goes back up. So I made money shorting. It's that easy. It's that easy. Wall Street makes it so complicated. They have 95% of the people in the market never going short. So 95% of the people in the market, or 85% of the people in the market, lose money because they're always looking for that hot stock. They always got to invest to perfection. To perfection. You only can look for stocks that are going up, that you believe are going up. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's like going out looking for a car with forward but no reverse. So let me repeat. It's so simple. And we do a shorting class. I do a shorting class every day from 9:30 until 6 after 10. And then Steve takes over, and he does his class where he takes questions, and he shows you how to use our charts. And you give us if you have a question on your stock, he'll answer it for you, tell you what mistakes you're making. It works beautiful. But the point is, every day I short. I do a shorting class every day because I tell my members, you got to know how to short. It's beautiful. Because then you don't care what these politicians are doing. You don't care if they're printing money or not printing money. Yes, we care for ourselves and our country and our town. Sure we do. But this is the market. So we're always going to be right. Because we make money no matter which way it goes. And I'm talking just to you alone. Just to you. Nobody else. Do you do that? Can you make money either way? First of all, you're in a 401k. They don't allow you. A 401k, they don't even allow you to make money when the market goes down. You got to sit there and lose. And if the market starts going down, you wake up in the morning, the market's down 1,000 points, you can't get out until at night, at the end of the day. That's a rotten, 401ks are rotten to the core. It's a big skimming operation. Oh, I know, you're in there for the match. Are you kidding me, the match? Give me a break. The fees kill you. The match. You know how crooked they are? They make sure they don't even have a standardized investment education program. Tell me the last company you work for or you're working with, does it have a standard investment education program on your 401k? No, because they don't want you to get educated because it's a skimming operation. Your company that you're working for, I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of companies you're working for are in cahoots with the mutual fund companies. They're there to skim. So all you have to do, again, you don't have to sit there and be begging and praying. Look what Larry Kudlow says, how he invests. This is the way Larry Kudlow invests.
I buy it and I hold it and I just pray.
Yeah, he just prays because he doesn't know when to get out. He's a horse's arse. He doesn't know when to get out. He doesn't know. But 85% of the people don't. But he's supposed to be giving you advice. So again, as the stock market goes up and then she starts turning and going down, all you do is you tell your broker, I want to sell steel short. It's at $63. Let's say $60. Make it easier for me. $60. So then all you do is say to the guy who's holding it at $60, I want to borrow it from you. I think it's going to go down. And you agree that any price less than $60, you owe me the difference and you lose. But if it goes the other way, I lose. And they always say yes. Of course, they always say yes. So as it goes down, how much simpler could that be? I just hit a little button that says sell short. Steel, $60. Now it goes down to 54, goes down to 51. I can just hit the button that says buy, and he owes me the difference. How come that's so difficult to get? It isn't. It's that they scare you every day so that you go in these stupid 401ks. I will put the spiders against the 401k any day. I know my members make more money in just being in the spiders than they ever made in their 401k. But you know why you got 86, 90 million people in these stupid 401ks? Because of the match. That was the biggest genius. They're a skimming operation, and what a genius idea. We can suck people in with the idea we're going to match. They match you nothing. That's a scam. Because what takes your benefit of that match disappears because of the 27 hidden fees, because of the 12(1)B fees. Are you kidding me? Just the 12(1)B fees will kill you. These guys are gangsters. Deduct 2% a year for investment costs, pay 3/4 of what's left to Uncle Sam, lose another 2% to inflation, which is a bunch of BS. You're left with 1% a year. It'll take you 70% to double your money. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. Your 401k does not throw off adequate income to guarantee a monthly retirement check. And what do? These gangsters, they understate the cost. They lie to you about the cost. In fact, 401k costs 7 times what the spiders do. On top of that, they have 27 hidden fees you know nothing about. Look, join my gang for 10 days. Get the color-coded chart in my membership. And what I'm saying you'll see is absolutely true. And help St. Jude when you do make money.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877